Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to share some of my deeper feeling about so how actually we can overcome some of the unproductive way of living the life. So in modern days, so many of the people, we used to face lots of problem related to our daily life and lots of problems. So it's not regarding to, it's not just related to a particular bunch of people. So regardless of the age and the kind of work, so some part of the life or some part of the daily life, sometimes we used to feel demotivated, low of energy, and due to that actually our whole days, it is kind of just a waste. So is there any way how actually we can able to overcome all these small the drawbacks of our day-to-day life so that we can overall improve our productivity of the overall life? So that's the thing actually I'm going to talk about with some of my own experiential activities. I hope you will be enjoying that video. So guys, many of the time, not even actually even me also, I used to face like that. Okay, actually, just to give an example for the past one week, actually I was just idle. I didn't have much work to do. So what happens, as a general convention, that suppose you don't have focused work or you don't have some kind of schedule work, what happens that the lots of thoughts actually get bombarded in your mind. And it is a fact that per day, so one single person, he has to actually encounter around 20,000 different thoughts in his mind. Can you imagine the magnitude of the thoughts that actually you need to actually keep overcome? So it just bombarding lots of thoughts from different ways, different topics. It just comes to your head randomly. But if you are not focused in a particular thought, so you cannot concentrate, and unless and until you are focused about a particular thing, so you cannot get a good outcome or a productive outcome. So that is the thing actually. And mostly when you are actually idle, so all these actually thoughts come to your head, and end of the day you feel like that you did nothing. So that is one of the very devastating, it's very annoying experience, right? End of the day, if you feel that, oh, I did nothing, I just thought about lots of random things, then what is the use of that day? So it just gets spoiled, so that is the thing actually. So definitely we feel very sad about the thing, but is there any ways so that we can overcome those things? All these unproductive thoughts come to your mind. So what normally we used to do, probably we used to go to YouTube or watch some videos just to get our mental boost up and all. Yeah, it really helps, and many people also do some kind of thing like you used to go to some bar, drink some alcohol, do some smoking. It's not at all healthy way of living the life, even though for a certain amount of time or a very minute amount of time it actually gives the boost, and yeah, it helps. I won't helps actually, it stimulates to come back to the original mood of your mind, or it just for a fraction of time. You actually just it helps to go away with the previous disturbing thought in that way. But is there something that we actually really stimulate from our own body or from our own system? Own system means either from your mind, from your health. So is there something like that? So that's the thing actually I'm going to talk about today. So there is one hormone called dopamine. So dopamine can be released if you are fully excited or if you get inspired. So that's the way actually dopamine can be released. And once the dopamine is released, you feel very high, and we always want to feel high, right? So but that is some of the ways, those are external stimulants we can call that. It helps to regain our previous state. If you were in some bad mood, so once we could able to release our dopamine, so we get high, so we get a good mood, and after that the life goes smoothly like that for the rest of the day, for example. So one of our another very much experiential thing that I actually time to time I used to do, and I also realized that it's very much helpful. So whenever we do some kind of outdoor activity, so it's really helpful whenever you just go out, I mean the nature, or just go out, hang around with the people. It helps to cut down that your previous thoughts. Suppose your previous some kind of disturbing thoughts were happening inside your mind, so it just give a break. So once you give a break, that's what you need to do whenever you are in a prolonged thoughts of disturbing thoughts. So how actually you can come over to that? So you just need a gap. So how do you make that gap? So one way actually it helps if you just go out, do some activity, get the sweat it out, and it helps. So one of my own experience, so if I go for running and if I sweat it out, and if I do a little bit intense workout, so definitely after that workout, 10-15 minutes of workout, I used to get very high because my whole mental states get changed, and body also used to react in a different way. And after that moment, so whatever activity do for the rest of the day, so I mean it feels very energetic, and it helps to improve my productivity and to improve my state of mind. So that's the reason I'm going to share one of my practical experience. So currently I am actually in Assam. It's one of the very historical place called Joysagar. There are lots of monuments. There are lots of beautiful lakes and ponds around my village. Not a village, it's a place called Joysagar. And I'm going to share some of my experience. I mean, I'll be doing some kind of activity, and end of the activity, how did I feel about that, and how it helps actually. I mean, in general, how it helps. So I'm going to share my own experience. So hope you will also get to know something out of that. And if you get something, definitely comment. It really helps. Thank you. Hey guys, good morning. So this is Sunday. Nice location actually. I'm here in. It's called Joysagar Pukhuri, and I did a just 10k morning. So it was around 46 minutes something. Yeah, just trying to improve my pace. But the thing is that I want to show you is that gigantic, one of the largest man-made lake in entire Asia, you can say. So this is the Joysagar Pukhuri, as you can see. Quite nice scenery. So there is that Zoidol. Let me zoom a bit. Oh, it's not getting zoom anyway. So actually I'm pointing here. So that is the Joysagar Pukhuri. I did my running with the suppal itself. Yeah, sometimes I just try to get a variety of running posture, different feeling on the toe. That's the reason. It's sweating actually. It's burning my eyes, but anyway, it's a nice weather. So morning at the time I started around 7 o'clock, 7 a.m. and that time it was drizzling. It's still cloudy, as you can see. The clouds are moving on top of my head. Good climate, but it's quite humid during this season. Although Assam actually is very near to the the foothills of Nagaland, the part actually I belongs to. It's quite humid now, although it's raining, it's been drizzling. Yesterday night it was around 37 degrees Celsius, though, sorry, at the daytime. See the natural greenery. So one of the things actually I feel myself very blessed about that during this lock time. At least I could able to spend my days around this, magnificent. It's quite natural. You can see the water bodies. Probably I could able to show in my back, because from here you can see the Nagaland hill, and if it is raining and afternoon, if it is sunny, you can see clearly those Nagaland hills, and on top of that those clouds. And one of the beautiful things that actually my entire childhood actually I just spent here. So on my left, that is the Joysagar College. I also did my higher secondary here itself. And on my back, so they are around from here around 1 kilometer away. So they are also the LP school. We call that 705 number, Joysagar. That is one of the LP school. During those time, actually, those were the precious memory we used to hold. But unfortunately, we didn't have that kind of, technological enhancement during that time, so that we could able to capture those memory. But it's a nice feeling to have. I almost come to this location to enjoy the beauty. Still, you will get always nice breeze all around here. Actually, you will get some good trees, so you won't feel
I mean, you will be feeling energetic, that is for sure, once you come down to here. So this is one of the, I don't know what it's called. So when we were, studying here, so that is the library that, sometime we used to go. And here, normally we used to come. It's a nice location. You can see the amazing view of this pond. Headful we call. I'm not able to recollect the name in English, but sometimes it blossom. It looks very nice, and in all over the all around this pond, actually you can see that lily. Yes, lily. You see that lily? Wow, so heavenly feeling. So nice. Yeah guys, so it's very nice to be here. At least it's drizzling, after a long run. If you get this kind of atmosphere or the drizzle, it feels like heaven. It's good sometimes. Strongly feel actually sometime whenever we are low, so definitely in our life, time to time we need to get low, ups and down. It's part and part of the life. But the thing I want to narrate here is that one of the good aspect of being outdoor is that your mind actually get boosted. There is something positivity in this air, in this environment. I don't know what is that. Once you come out, it's just indulge with the nature, the clean air. So one of the things actually I was missing for the whole 7 years that I was in some of the metro cities, the clean air. I can significantly actually distinguish the quality of air that I am actually breathing now. It's a kind of breathing. I can definitely So request all of you, so whenever you feel that okay in this sedentary lifestyle, I mean only the thing that we used to breathe inside the AC. So if you feel so, just go out. Go for some good natural place, spend time. And one more thing, very interesting thing around this Joysagar Pukhuri is, the Joysagar tank is that during the time around from November to March and April, so during those winter times you can get lots of birds. Those birds from those come from the Southeast Asia's place, so those are actually migratory birds. So actually they used to be it will be all flooded here. And from my actually home, so it will be around 1 kilometer away from here, so I can see those birds morning and evening. They will be flying on our home. So it's so nice, it's so amazing. It's a unique scenery that you can see from here. It's so nice that this historical place has lot of things to offer to you as a localite, or if you come as a tourist at the right time, you can actually enjoy lots of things here. Quite nice feeling. So there is nothing that cannot give this this kind of place, that all the positivity vibes that you get from here. It's amazing. So whenever you feel that okay, life is going hectic, life is going as per our schedule, so just come out. I'm sure that definitely the next set of mind whenever you go to your home, so definitely it will be changed, and you can actually go as along with your normal pace of the life. So no worries. So that's the reason, and one of the very interesting reason I used to keep running and all this kind of outdoor activities. That's like, as you can see, all this sweat is coming here now. I don't know you can see or not. Here actually you can see the sweat. Whenever actually we sweat out, I mean I feel like it's quite relaxed. Quite relaxed. Many people used to have all these alcohol, drugs, sometimes just to get rid of all this nonsense from our life. But if you just go out and just be outdoor, I mean there is something that you get, it actually boosts your mind, and definitely it's very helpful for your body as well. And one of the thing actually we should definitely keep track of our body, how actually it's functioning, because the performance, anything you do, so it's very important that it all and the energy comes, it definitely comes from the inspiration and from mind also, but it is actually aligned with your body. So when your actually body is supportive, so you can do much more thing. I mean you can go beyond the usual pace. So that is one of the thing. it's good actually. It's raining. So morning I thought it was raining, but it would be quite easy. But just after running, by around 3 kilometers, I mean it was quite exhausting because after a long time I am doing long running, and it was actually quite humid. Even though it's raining, it's quite humid. I'm feeling all this, that heat is coming out of my body. You can see my this it got all sweat. Probably I can squeeze around a liter of sweat from this dress, but good, nice feeling. Many a times I used to feel that we spend lots of time sweating out, going for out, But the thing is that do you get actually really some value out of it? As I told you earlier, those things, it definitely boosts your energy, productivity definitely is valuable. But apart from that, it takes lots of time, because if you just go for the 10-kilometer run, probably it will take approximately 40 to around 1 hour, depend upon your pace and depend upon your level of the fitness. But the thing is that sometimes I used to think, actually, am I really wasting the time? All these outdoor activities that probably I could have done at the home itself. Do some kind of push-up, do kind of jumping jump. It's okay. I mean, it also helps to regain the energy and boost to your productivity and all. But the thing is that I used to feel sometimes when you actually, the main advantage of going out and sweating out, or just indulge with the outside environment, is that it boosts lots of creativity. Actually, you can see lots of things. Suppose, for example, I could feel the small for this drizzling. Actually, I could feel it. I could internalize it. Actually, you can actually realize the beauty. You can admire the nature. There are lots of beautiful things that only actually uses focus. And believe me, those focus doesn't come. I mean, it was not influenced by somebody else, or you have seen somewhere that way you came. It's nothing like that. All these emotions, all the thoughts, it just come from within. So that's the reason I think, those ignition of any thought of this positive vibe, it comes from within actually. And what it triggered me to think all these things, probably all these kind of activities. Even I am not sure scientifically whether it's proved or not, but it definitely helps. In many part of the life, actually, we need to take decision that what shall I do next. Now, lots of the time, what happens is that there is not enough data, or there is not enough knowledgeable person to ask about those things. But what happens, your intuition or the inner thought, actually, it gives some kind of boost that, okay, you should go ahead, or you should think those direction, even though you don't have prior experience, or you haven't read about that. Those things, it actually, I strongly feel that if you just do some kind of activity that clears your mind, I think it really helps. So that is one of the biggest takeaway from all this thing that I like. Yes, it takes lots of I won't say lots of, because it's quite helpful. It takes out some of the time, since I see now it is around it's around 8:47, and I reach this location around 7 o'clock. So it's approximately 2 hours I'm spending here. But the thing is that the biggest takeaway that I would like to share that probably my rest of the day I'll be full energetic, or at least my average energy level, it won't drop. But what happens, I mean, past few weeks, what I'm observing that if I don't, do any kind of activity that actually made me some kind of blood circulation, or at least a few walks also, a few kilometer walks also, it helps a lot. What happens, for the rest of the day, even though if you are just sitting or doing something, it is not productive. You won't feel that enthusiasm, whatever you do. So, but even though I'm spending, or I spent around 2 hours, 2.5 hours in the morning time, but again, it's a very precious time. But even though I spend, so once I go back, I take some food, I freshen up. So, I mean, I can feel that the energy actually, it retains throughout the day. So that is a beautiful part of that. And if you can actually maintain that energy throughout the day, so probably you can use the energy in some way, some productive way. But again, it's a different thing whether you can able to how you actually optimize your that energy and put into in a focused way to actually get some productive work. So it's again a different level of skill set, and I would say it's again a practice, a discipline that you need to actually build inside you. So that's a different thing. But prior to that step, actually, that all these kind of activities that actually really boost up your mind. So that is one of the big thing actually I learned. I haven't got anywhere, but it is just self-realization. So that is the thing. So that's the reason I wanted to say that okay, you should also try, and why don't you take the advantage of that? It's nothing to lose, right? It's all about the experience, and yeah, definitely actually you need to put little bit of effort and you need to invest little bit of time, but it definitely helps. It's guaranteed. Thanks, guys. You can see clearly that pond now. The sun is actually coming up off my back actually from that side. So that's the reason you can see beautifully that pond. And there is the Joysagar Dole. So this is our Joysagar College. I used to study here only. So lots of good memories around this pond. So these trees are still there actually, I could remember. So there are lots of, jamun tree, jamun, I don't know what it is called in English, but there are lots of jamun tree. I used to sit here. I think the view is nice here. And one more important thing actually why I used to came to this location is why I used to come, because there is actually CRPF camp. So, when I run, so I need some kind of motivation, right? So just by looking at those people, right, really the energy get, I just, it helps me to raise my energy level. It really helps. So, I mean, this loop is around 3 kilometers, this whole Joysagar tank. And so, I mean, it really helps. Now, actually, they made all this kind of, tiles. Even though actually it's not always advisable to run on a fast pace in this kind of, ground. So, but sometimes definitely you can come. So, I mean, most of the time actually you should walk or run on the grass. It really helps. Actually, probably I should just remove my chappal and I should do some kind of barefoot, because, it is also one kind of thing that I like. So, barefoot, so it really helps. One thing I like that this grass, and many of the places actually just to see a grass you have to cry. Especially in the metro cities of India, actually, I mean, at least in the townships, so it's very rare to see those grass and all, unless and until you go to a park. Wow, see those park? Wow, yeah, amazing, right? So those are the beautiful things that I like around this pond. The famous historical Joysagar pond, and actually we are just approaching to show you that that ancient monument Joysagar Dole. Just bear with me, I'll be showing you shortly. So you can still actually look a bit of those Nagaland hill. They are actually just bit. It's bit of cloudy, sun is not on top, so we cannot distinguish very properly. But on a sunny day after the rain, you can clearly see those hills. It's so nice. So here actually you can see those Joysagar door. So this is the whole map of Joysagar tank. So currently I am here. So this is a Zoidol. This is a Zoidol on my back. From here you can see, right? This is a Zoidol, and this is a tank actually. So if I just talk about this route, actually it takes around 3 kilometers approximately. Yeah, and okay, that's the main road on the back side. Okay, so this is a layout actually you can see here. Okay, so Joysagar College. It really looks like a jungle place because I can actually smell those fragrance, those jungle, and this is the door. So guys, here we come to the Zoidol. As you can see on my left side, the magnificent structure of this door. I mean, the significant is that the elements, the cement they use is quite different. So they used to take kind of, some fish and kind of rice. They used to make a paste, and that's how they make the cement. And the brick, as well as the normal, it's a flat, very big they used to make. And one of the significant fact about all these ancient monuments that was actually built by those Ahom dynasties, that they're still surviving even some of the devastating earthquake in this northeastern part. Even 1950s there was a earthquake, right? So during those time also these monuments can still survive. So that is one of the biggest thing that actually architectural building they used to make. So I mean, we should note and see, it's quite greenery. So people used to love, and during those picnic season, I mean, it will be flooded with the people across Assam. So they used to come here and make picnic. So there is also a CRPF camp here. That is actually main motivation I used to come here, because once I see their dress, it really boosts my energy. So you may see some police person over here.